Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. A beautiful day to read price action. So, what a sell-off yesterday. Let's see here. Day after holiday, took out last week's low. As we spoke about. Now we're opening up below. I did warn people about against longs yesterday. We did just remain selling off for the rest of the afternoon session as well. What's very funny is, I talked out throughout the session about how NVIDIA was very weak yesterday. And then, after the market closed, news came out about the U.S. Department of Justice going for NVIDIA for an antitrust probe, right? So it's very funny how that kind of news happens sort of after the sell-off. So, do you want to poll the chat today? Do you want to poll the chat? Are you guys bullish or bearish today? Did I say folks? That's funny. What can I say? If you listen to someone's teachings for a long time, you start to adapt their mannerisms, right? Okay. ES still had last week's low to go for. I think that was the short after 1:30. So, yeah, ES and Q. Where's the chop action option? I didn't put it today. I don't know. Yes, remember it was ranging. Now it finally broke down below that range. Okay. It looks we got quite the candle in the weekly right now from the first day of the week. That being said, I don't really see any where we'd really get bought up. Any clean, like PDRs where it would be support, right? So, stay on my toes. I mean, we didn't gap down as much as I thought we would. If we had a huge gap down, then, probably would look for longs. So NVIDIA is opening up negative 1.8%, and yesterday closed negative 9.5%. Interesting. There's one fly here, and it's a tiny fly. I need to kill it. Comes in my sight again. Need to get chopsticks like Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, it's on the mic right now. Where'd it go? Flew away. Oh. I need to turn off the mic if I want to do that. All right. Well, I could not kill it. Okay. We'll say weekly BPR, bro. Weekly BPR for ES is like all the way down here. Let's see, NQ. Yeah, so you're using like this. I wouldn't really. That's not really that point of interest for me, quite honest. These equal lows. We have 10 a.m. news again today, people. Will we have a Fast and Furious open? I don't think so. We literally, what's interesting is that during London and Asia, we really consolidated. Well, we had another drop during Asia, I would say. Yeah. Da, 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 da. It's the week where it didn't take out any sell side, we just ran. Yeah. Yeah, if we're gonna, this is the only thing I see is this daily FEG here, and the lower half of this leg up. This like fly is gonna drive me insane. Open in a minute. Wicking the midpoint of that daily fair value gap, I mean, yeah. But How much should we gap down? What's the regular trading hours gap look like? Right, where it was 1920. Right now we're at 18,875. Well, it's quite heavy. Nvidia is dropping before the open. It's negative 2.3% right now. Okay, let's check out the open here. We're about to open up. We have news at 10 though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we just drop more. And then maybe we'll have a Judas, but I don't know. I'm still inclined to think we have more room to the downside. I guess it's still in the upper half of this leg. Apple. Pairing the 2 on the 15 right now. The only thing I see is ES at London low, took out that Asia low. Didn't. We're gapping down a lot. All this has to do to fill half of the gap down is take out this little high here. Dow has barely taken any sell side in the daily yet. It did invert that daily fair value gap after it took all-time high. ES has filled half of its gap and took out that little pre-market high. Q didn't do it yet. What can I say? Log into my very weak here. The Dow, I mean, I'm thinking the Dow probably retraces into 50% of its breaker block and probably rejects. Nvidia is now down 3.2%. Very weak. Like I said, it looked like a sell model yesterday, and it's completing the sell model soon. say except you're welcome. I kept people safe from longs yesterday at the very least, right? Yeah, I'm just looking at like the daily of like several NASDAQ stocks, and they don't look good. They look like they're gonna go for more sell side. And Google. Amazon. Wouldn't be surprised if like some random news comes out about Google. Microsoft. They don't look too good. Okay. Nvidia's still dropping. Well, it's down 3%. I'm keeping an eye on that for like sentiment purposes because that's the leader in the market. And it was very weak yesterday, which is why it's like I'm not trying any longs yesterday. Sort of watching that. Okay, it's 9:41. Like NQ is taking this pre-market high. Yes, displaced above it pretty cleanly. So there begs the question: is like if you're gonna go long today, probably easier to do it on ES. Like I said though, we have plenty of time. We have 10 a.m. news. Not particularly, I don't know. I'm kind of. What's the chat say today? What's their bias? Let me see. Let's refresh this. Okay. Oh, bro, why do you guys do that 50-50? 50-50, bro. Chat says 51% bullish and 49% bearish. Alright. ES filled the gap up. Gap down, I mean. I just feel as if it's gonna go higher, it's high resistance higher. So do like a high resistance run higher. It's down to the daily average ATR. last 5 days, let's see. The average daily range of NQ, it's gone up a bit, yeah. It's around 400 points a day. Okay. Potentially see it going for, this, where is it? It's just these highs, I don't know. But to get there, it's the range so far from today. 130 points, yeah. You get to another 128 points up there, sure. Where's that on ES? So right now, flat on the day. In the other sections, yeah, and ES is flat. Okay, in the other sectors. Okay. Nvidia is the weakest in the market, but it went from -3, now it's negative 0.75%. So see if it recovers to give NQ another push up higher. It's pretty much filled that gap down completely. Now it's like pulling back a bit. See if it pulls back into this area and gets bought up again. Maybe on the 5. Not so convinced still. I guess it doesn't really have the same structure in that way. Doing some measurements now and seeing if there's any lineups with standard deviation projections. On ES. An alert just went off, like Nvidia's crossing pre-market high, so it could be creating a breaker, bullish breaker. Let's see, it took out the pre-market low and then now it's going for the high, so that could give NASDAQ a push up higher towards this area. ES, yeah, maybe ES gets to here. Measure it correctly. Line up with any. What time that was Asia? Let's see the London. Yeah, because this is where the SMT happened. Still probably not. Tough call, tough call. Let's go back to looking at NQ. No, bro. We'll see how this turns out, but I'm gonna wait until after 10. Chat said 50-50. The failure swing during the London session. There's the SMT. I'm leaning back in my chair a lot, yeah. Getting comfortable. It's gonna be an interesting session. Let's see now. Yeah, it could be a smaller range day. Good. Actually, a large drop yesterday. How large was the drop yesterday? We moved 740 points. We have NFP this Friday. Yeah, be careful. Definitely kind of sizing down this week. The 15. Not loving it. I'm not loving this action. Personally. I'll wait until after 10. Maybe we are going to have more push up, but I don't know. Not really that convinced in a sense. Yeah, I'll keep watching NVIDIA. See this. Close to the open. How much of that do we fill? Like 75% of it. Five minutes until this hourly candle's finished. And then we'll have news. CES. Because it could go for my buy side. It doesn't mean I'm gonna probably. I don't know if I'll find a trade for it. We'll see. Gotta see if the risk reward is there, whatever. Use in about 4.5 minutes. You guys know, I had like a handyman come in yesterday to like fix one of my window shades. It's funny because he asked me so many questions, like, "Oh, you live here? Like, it's not the other guy, the guy. It's like my landlord anymore." And I'm like, "No." And he's like, first he was like, "Oh, are you his girlfriend?" I'm like, "No." And then he's like, "Oh, you live here?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then it's like the shock of seeing like a young woman in like a nice like 2-bedroom apartment. It's kind of funny. Like, oh, you could afford this type of thing. By yourself. And then he proceeded to try to be a wingman for my landlord. He was like, "Oh, you should. It's a nice family, and they have money." Like, oh, okay, nice. Like I had to stop myself from being like, I have money too. Like, and like, what does that matter really? It is kind of funny though, like when my parents tell their cousins like I moved into a new place, there's questions like, "Oh, is she with a roommate?" They're like, "No," and then they're just like, shocked. Just fine though. Like I think I'm the first like woman in my family that is like renting a full apartment by herself type of thing situation. When I think about it, like you know. So in New York, that's not an easy thing to do. Definitely asking me too many questions for a handyman though. Like, bruh. The way that this 15-minute candle is closing here in the next 1 minute will tell me likely that it will retrace within here. And the fact that Nvidia is not really displacing above its pre-market high, it's pulling back. We'll have to see if this 15-minute fair value gap is any good. I wouldn't really buy straight up into it. I'll probably just check out the situation. You can mark out like the order block. Like, let me see here. From here to here, the fair value gap is in a discount. Right? Where's the 50% mark? Can't even see. That's right here. Okay. Right where the daily fair value gap kind of starts. I don't know. See how this 10 a.m. news does in about, 15 seconds. Sticking down here. I wouldn't really buy straight up into it by any means. Oh, it's dropping. Dropping really, really deeply in there. Yep, broke that swing low. Okay. I think we could have a choppy session here today if it doesn't like cleanly displays here on like the 5 or something. I want to see, well, it is kind of on the 5. We'll see in 5 minutes what happens here. Drop lower. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. You have your little breaker there. See if that's gonna hold this down to the downside or not. Very volatile right now. See how this 5 minute closes. Not really gonna get involved here straight away. I'm okay if this is like the short and I'm missing it. Maybe I could. I don't know. What time is it? It's 10:02. Nah. See here. Said I wanted to man on the 5, like, so I'm gonna wait until the 5 minute closes, you know? I'm not getting caught up in any chop shop today. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. No. Yeah, this is odd. I don't know what I just did here. Not touching that. Stay on the 5, bro. Oops, so sorry, but like, yeah, no. I'm literally not gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole with this sneaky action, no clean displacements. Above, really, I mean, I don't know what the hell it wants to do here, to be honest. Yes, I mean, is there an SMT there? Not really. I mean, everyone and their mom wants to call out every little thing as an SMT. Okay. I think it's just gonna be choppy. When it's like that kind of action, you don't really want to be using SMTs as much. Yeah, this 5 minute candle is kind of whack. What am I gonna do? I'd rather wait for a better, cleaner setup now. You guys can't force me into a trade. Let's see here. Nvidia is down 1.3. It's just hanging around in its range. Apple's down 2%. Yeah, Apple's near its low day. Very interesting there. Tesla's up 3%. So what am I going to do with this information? It's a very mixed market, essentially. It's low probabilities for me to get involved right now. Amazon's down 1.5. If I look at the whole heat map situation, yeah, pretty mixed. So it's 5 minute. It's trash. And we'll find out here for all the people that yell SMT. So it takes out that low. Again. Yeah, it's not a good situation for longs for sure. For the downside, I want to see on the 15 at least close below this, open to make an order block with a displacement. I'm probably not going to get what I want. I don't know, we'll see. Definitely retrace deeply there. Dude, here it's the order block. Yeah. Alright, so 10 a.m. candle was very wild. What did we move? We moved 125 points in 1 minute there. Not really any follow through. We retraced deeply. See if we'll have more follow through to the downside. Which we could, because Apple's weak. I mean, I'll keep monitoring, but I basically don't want to get stuck in the range taking a trade. So I'm waiting for more confirmation on higher time frames, like the 5 and the 15. See what ES is doing here. Yeah. Ugly. We're gonna see it snake around or what? Or is it gonna go drop cleanly? I think it's probably gonna snake around. Be ugly. We'll see. Watch it do something like stupid. Often, how many times did it tap the middle of this daily fair value gap? Many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, definitely happy I waited before taking any kind of short situation. It's definitely sneaky. Yes, new hive day. And Q not yet. Apple being super weak, I don't see why. My little drawing here comes true. Yeah. Really nothing to work with here at the moment. Preserving my capital. Let me check out what my assistant says. You guys might. I did not sleep that well last night. Sleep score 56. Not good. I get here. I just don't think that. I don't know if I'll find a proper entry. Not any rush to get involved here. See on the 5 here. No. This 15-minute candle is kind of hilarious. This wick is like 100. This wick itself is 120 points. Yeah, this is an issue right now. And Apple is pretty weak. While Nvidia is going towards new high of day, Apple is going like towards a low. It's just like you're not seeing confluences within the market really. So, it's pretty much the days where I get my losses the most is when the market's mixed like that. Yeah. My drawing wasn't half bad. Let's see. I don't trust this 1 minute fair value gap really. Not really, no. I'm glad the fly left. There was like a little fly here at the beginning of the session. And I was like, I might have to take a break to kill it. Anyway. Glad it's not here. I opened the window. It's ugly, bro. Right now, it's 10:15. It's the middle of the session. And the only thing I see is took out the buy side version. Still, it's like a choppy market. I feel like taking any trade like that, really. See if that ends up working though. Demanding something on the 5 in this kind of environment is just easier. Since the open, what is it? We moved how much? The range of the day is 124 points. Okay. Well, from here. 170. Another 100 points to that buy side. I don't know. What does the chat say? Bearish or bullish? We should redo the poll now at this point. It was 51% bearish, and we'll put a chop app option. Okay. Now let's see here. Oh, this is too much to deal with here on the one. I just don't feel like dealing with this. The 40% is saying chop shop right now. Most people are saying chop. Okay. I agree. So I haven't taken a trade yet. It's like it's one of the hardest things to do is to not take a trade. Like sometimes, you'll see something that's like, B minus setup, and then you'll see it work, and then you'll get enticed to get into the next one, and then that one won't work, and then you'll be like, oh man. Yeah, just look and zoom out here. That this hourly candle. What happened at 10? We took out the lows, and then just took out the highs, and now we're in the middle of the range. Yeah, we really did that in like 15-minute candle, yeah, maybe even 15 minutes. Yeah. Personally, too much to deal with. ES is literally just barcoding. We're pretty much barcoding here on the one. Nothing I'm particularly interested in. Nope. Start an eval and then let the chat trade. let the chat trade and decide whether to go long or short. How quickly do you think that eval would get blown? Probably in like 3 trades. People that are definitely like in pain in this choppy action. Since 10 a.m., I mean, we didn't really go anywhere. Like, since 10 a.m. open in that regard, right? Moved 20 points above it. Now we're currently 30 points below it. This is really not kind of boring here. Likely for that to work out, really. Seek and destroy. Yep. It's good, though, to really practice, like, sitting in this kind of environment, staying disciplined. You know, honestly, the market's like this maybe 50% of the time. You could monitor how things don't get respected. For example, this probably won't get respected. I don't know. It's probably going to take out this, whoever got enticed by this large candle is going to get stopped out. Same thing with this one. See that, once it closes above and hangs around for too long, it's indicative of that. So we'll see if, this gets taken out. Chat saying. Okay, so now the poll has switched from, it was 40% chop, now it's 37%. And now 32% bullish and bearish. GeekFX just goes in caps, told you guys. Bro, don't be annoying. You're gonna just be in timeout for actually 5 minutes. Nobody likes people saying told you so. I don't even know what you're talking about, but. Also, a key thing that you could kind of just wait for is basically like I've been waiting for some displacement on the 5. Right? Technically, you had one before the 10 a.m. news, but I'm not really regarding it that much because of the narrative. And, yeah. And how it happened before the news. It's not really that important. Personally. See what happens here. Or watch one of them take it and another doesn't. Then there's a stupid SMT again. And then everyone's like, SMT? Here. Okay, see NQ. No bueno. Now I wonder if it goes for this low. Couldn't close above that. Stop people out. It's not pretty action here. Really draw that well, did I? The super bullish. Uh-oh. Let's do a poll of like which. What do you guys think is gonna get hit first, right? Let's see. From here to here, it's 113 bars points. Or from here to here, it's also like around 120. Let's do that little poll. Always interested to see how the sentiment is. Okay. So you guys think that this buy side will get tagged first? Or the sell side? Or neither? Okay, pulls out. A lot of people voting for buy side. You know why? Because this one candle right here, the green candle. That's up 4%. Kind of interesting. It's the strongest in the market today. Gotta hit yesterday's high though. Reject. We'll mark out the 1050 macro, see if anything presents itself. 72% says buy side. Probably 74% says buy side. All right. So ES took sell side already? Not particularly. Very much is a high resistance rather than higher. Do you see how long it's been taken for us to even move? Those 5-minute candle closes. And you'll have a tiny fair value gap there. That will probably line up with this order block. See something. Tough. About this. Again, it's not something I would just buy straight up into. I'd rather see the reaction if it comes back down there. It's still not really the greatest environment to be trading in. It's like the 4 hours, just so many civvies. Oh, I'll wait until 10:50. Let's see. See what happens, people. Bum, bum. The 5 ES is no displacements. We had a tiny FEG on the 5 here. Please sing more, it's beautiful. I'm not singing, bro, I'm humming sometimes. I don't think people want to hear that. I don't think I'm particularly bad, but there's a time and place for everything. Another 5 minute here. A run there before 10:50, then whatever. It's not really any kind of setup that I like. I prefer McDonald's or Burger King. I don't think I've ate either of those in a very long time. I like Shake Shack. Do I ever feel FOMO, and how do I how do I manage to get rid of it? Just remember, anyone that did make money on that move, trading it intraday is likely 90% of them are gonna lose their money in the short term. Like, that's that. Watching is better than watching CNBC or Squawk in the street. Thank you. I think I'm a little better than Jim Cramer on, technical analysis. We'll see here. Not by any means an easy move up. Kind of like a grind. Meanwhile, NQ sometimes, will move that much in 5 minutes, 3 minutes. It's been really grinding up 50 points in the last 10 minutes. Someone says they're using Liz ELP Ranch says that she's using McDonald's Wi-Fi at the moment and can't make a trade because the Wi-Fi keeps turning on and off. That's a sign you shouldn't be trading at McDonald's. Thanks for the laugh. I don't even trade it from my laptop, never mind public Wi-Fi. I don't think that's secure for your accounts either. Yeah, we'll see if ES comes back into this little 5-minute. No, it's in a premium of that leg. It's not a clean leg up either. But we did balance quite a few times there. I don't know. Gotta wait and see. See how the cookie crumbles. We paused right before that buy side, by the way. It's pretty. It happens a lot in high resistance markets. I was trading on a Starlink in the middle of the woods. That's cool. Is it yours? Ain't nobody ain't nobody hacking a trader's account and trades from McDonald's. That's funny. Honestly, like it's kind of like watching paint dry a little bit. So I appreciate everyone here. Hit that like button. Like, there's more exciting days in the market for sure than today. Oh yeah, we have NFP on Friday. It's gonna be fun. You guys, I hit 75K subscribers. Woo! About a party in here. Yeah, we'll do a giveaway on Friday. Typically I feel like every NFP I do a giveaway. ICT's here? What's up? Oh, thank you. Yeah, today is not the cleanest of action. Like, pretty much the only thing I called out was like, this was not gonna work. So there was a little scalp there, but nothing still for me to want to take. Personally. See people. ICT says, Trader Tom, I am the dad everyone deserves but didn't have in trading. Word. He's our internet dad. Well, I'll have this open here. It's like the slowest. We have to be very patient. today. This is not even in a premium. I'm gonna be very patient. Could make like a scary down close candle, entice people again. Maybe bullish setup during the macro. I don't know. We'll find out. The ghost in the machine. Thanks, Todd. Where do you think it's gonna stop? I don't know. Let me consult my crystal ball over here. I'll tell you, look at me in the eyes. This is where it's gonna stop. You'll see the trade signal right here. Can't see me. That's like, honestly, the funniest things. Sometimes on stream, I'll get like a huge win and then someone's like, what do you think is gonna happen next? Boom shades. Shay is here. I look like T-Pain. Exactly. T-Pain, I look. T-Pain and T-Swizzle. Let's see, let's try to pay attention here. Honestly, I'd like a fake out to the downside. Okay. ES on the 5 here. Like, we're getting bought up in the fair value gap on the 5 in a premium. It's not really something I want to participate in because I feel like, you know, could easily then get manipulated out of that. I'll be the liquidity there if I try that long. It's not a high quality setup in my opinion. If it goes up, it'll be a slow grind up. No kind of structure shift on the 30-second. So, if it's a 5-minute point of interest, I'll probably look at the 30-second. It's not really giving what's supposed to be giving. So, probably lower again. Let's see. Even the 30-second candles are moving so slow today. Let's see. Gonna wake up here. Not really. Nope. Sort of just grinding slowly again. Yeah. It's getting rejected. Probably lower. Like I said, I'm looking for this buy side, but rather like a better manipulation. Doesn't mean I want to sell this. Just means I don't want to enter it, personally. Low grind higher again, bro. looking like on the day? Very mixed. US too, same thing. It's just around the lower half, So it could go for the sell side. That would be nice. I don't know. Not setup that I want to just go for. Very just a mixed market. You have Apple going lower now. Nvidia looks like it could go for some buy side. Tesla took out yesterday's highs, not closing above, so it could retrace, extended, 4%. I'm not into this. I'd rather save my money. I mean, look how slow this market's moving today. Yesterday's fast market, today's slow. Let's see here. The range from the 10 a.m. open. About 90 points. We market's really testing my patience today, I think. I don't know. And yesterday. It's NFP week, so the chat vote again. We're gonna hit this first or this. Oh, now everyone's gonna vote 80%. It's gonna go here, this last move. Just accumulated. I don't really find the long entry myself, honestly. So that's okay. Low grind here, and then times at 10:55. Buy side hit there. CES. Totally okay with not being part of that. It's just not a high quality trade setup for my criteria today. I mean, if you stayed out of trading today because of this ugly barcode mess, good job. Because it's just not the best conditions. Yeah, we're taking this buy side. I don't know how much it's going to actually go up higher from here. You have a lot of the V's here. When I'm reviewing price today, and I'm like, what's the best trade setup of today, right? What was the best trade setup? I don't really see anything that was like so good. I see a scalp. I don't really see much else, personally. So, not an easy day. Tomorrow, do we have news? Tomorrow's the day before NFP. So probably no news, right? Oh, you have unemployment claims at 8:30. Okay. Oh, we have ISM also at 10. I feel like that happened already. Oh, it's ISM services PMI. Okay. Slow market. It's here. He still hasn't hit this little buy side. I'm just tape reading those. Okay. Now it hit the buy side. Let's measure out from yesterday's drop to today. Like, where's the equilibrium of that range? Where's the beginning of the drop? Probably at 6. I think 6 p.m. is a decent start. Here's equilibrium. Does that line up with like maybe previous week low? No. This is the next buy side, really. Pretty much just observe high resistance, move up higher to the buy side. See if we can stay below previous week low or not. This hourly candle close is pretty strong. We could have more continuation. It's true. See for ES here. I don't know. How does that look like? I don't know so much if I would want to trade that to upside as much as I'll put an alert if we take it out, and then maybe I'll look for reversals. Some people ask me, like, when do you trade the afternoon, when do you don't? I have a list here. So it says, do I have strong conviction on a daily or weekly draw on liquidity? Right? Otherwise, there's not really a point of taking a trade in the afternoon. It's just going to be most of the time ranging between the afternoon. And then, and also, did we have a manipulation yet? If not, then you are the liquidity. So, doesn't really fit my criteria to take more longs in the afternoon today. Let me think here. Yeah. I'll have alerts for if we come back into equilibrium. We take out that buy side. Other than that, not much today. We had chop in the first until around like 10:30. And we had a close above. And we got bought up in a premium fair value gap that I didn't really want to put the risk for. That's basically what happened this morning. Not too much to write home about. So, I don't know. People, typically I'm taking a trade. I'm happy. I'm happy for though, because in the past I think I would have taken a couple losses. I'm happy I filtered this out and said I would probably take buy side. Other than that, like tomorrow we're gonna have 10 a.m. news again. It's the week of 10 a.m. news, so see you back here tomorrow morning, day before NFP. Stay safe. It is the first week of the month, sort of setting the range for the rest of the month. And I'll see you back here 9:15 a.m. tomorrow. Bye.